This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 15, verse 7. And I will fan them with a fan in the gates of the land. I will bereave them of children. I will destroy my people, since they return not from their ways. Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai is his son who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who grew well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And citation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai's sake. I'm Brother Samak from the GMS Miami Camp. And yes, the reason why I brought out the book of Jeremiah, chapter 15, verse 7, is that Mississippi, the state of Mississippi, has declared an emergency, a state of emergency, due to infant deaths on the rise. Okay? So the state of Mississippi has declared a state of emergency due to infant deaths on the rise. Okay? For infant deaths rising. Infant deaths rising, right. Okay? And when you read the article, it already tells you who is this affecting the most. All right? You Jakes. So the Lord is judging. And this is why you got to fear the Lord, man. Okay? You got to fear the Lord. The scriptures say it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. Let me get that. Fearful thing. Hebrews, the book of Hebrews, chapter 10, verse 30. For we know him that hath said, vengeance belongeth unto me. I will recompense, meaning payback, saith the Lord. And again, the Lord shall judge his people. Exactly. 31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. Right. Okay. See, what happened is that you Jakes, all right, thought that you can do whatever the hell you wanted, all right. You thought you could just trust in the so-called white man, these Edomites, all right, and putting your trust in him and not in the Lord, and you thought that you weren't going to be judged for this, okay? Especially when this devil was telling you to take, okay, an experimental, okay, serpent juice, okay. I mean, that was it. You know, right? You made your stance on who do you want to serve, who do you want to trust in, okay? And you didn't fear the God of the Bible. You didn't fear the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You didn't fear the Lord. So now the Lord is judging, okay? Because we've been said, hey man, don't trust this devil, you know. Don't believe what he's saying on the TV. All right? But you didn't want to take heed. So yeah. This is scary stuff. That's why in the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 13, it says, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God. Right. You're supposed to have a healthy fear of the Most High. Okay? And his son. Because his son is the one that has been given the authority, all right, to dish out judgment. It's Yahweh Shai now. All right, who the world Indy calls Jesus. All right, who's sitting at the right hand and calling the shots. Okay? That's why he's worthy to be praised and feared. Okay? And worshipped. Yahushua is worthy to be praised, feared, and worshipped. Okay? So fear the Most High, all right, through his son Yahushua, and keep his commandments. Right? Keep his commandments. All right? Obey. All right? Stop eating pork. All right? That's against the dietary law. Stop celebrating Christmas. Stop celebrating Halloween. All right? That's a pagan, heathen custom. That's not our custom. Okay? Stop trusting in these heathens, especially Esau Edom, the oppressor. All right? The serpent. Okay? But you didn't want to take heed to the prophets who were literally telling you, okay, the will of the Lord. Hey, you need to keep his commandments. Okay? For this is the whole duty of man, right? 14, for the Most High power through his son Yahushua shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil, right? And Yahushua sees all this. And that's why Yahushua, okay, isn't protecting you Jakes, okay, you 2/3, man. This is judgment, man. Yahushua is fed up with you 2/3, man. And again, let's go to the article. Who is this affecting? Well, first of all, right here it says, Mississippi has declared a public health emergency after new data revealed a heartbreaking truth. Babies in the state are dying before their first birthdays, okay? That's judgment, man. Okay? Firstborn. Before they even turn, before they even turn 1. Not firstborn. It could have been secondborn, thirdborn, all right? From a family, you know. But yeah, before they even made first birthdays, okay? And right here it says, while the emergency is focused on Mississippi, experts warn it's also a warning sign for families across the country. Right, this is a warning, okay? This proves that this place is the shadow of death. You know, let me, where's that in? Let me type it out. Hold on. Shadow of death. All right, this place is cursed, man. Yep, right here. Job chapter 10, verse 22. A land of darkness. Right, this is a land of darkness. As darkness itself. And of the shadow of death. Okay? So America is not a place, okay, of life. America is a place of death. And this is why we're telling our people, all right, repent. All right, seek Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Acknowledge you're an Israelite, okay? Acknowledge the truth. So you could be saved, okay? Because this is not going to let up. It's only going to get worse. Without any order, right? And that's the reason why this place is the shadow of death. There's no order here. It's clearly evident that there's no order here. That's why the Lord is bringing judgment, all right? There's no order here. This place is ran by freaks and weirdos and pedos, okay? This place has allowed LGBTQ lifestyle, which is totally against the commandments. That's another thing, okay? You got Jake justifying LGBTQ lifestyle, all right? Then you got you wacky-tacky plantation Christians. You're rebuking us, all right? But yet you're not rebuking these freaking, okay, openly weirdo sinners. But you want to come against us. That's why America is going to be destroyed with fire. Like the apostles are continually saying, the nukes can't come soon enough, man. There's no order here. And where the light is as darkness, right? This is darkness. This is fact. This place is full of darkness, man. All right? And it's only going to get worse, man. The U.S. continues to face one of the highest infant mortality rates among wealthy nations, right? This place is cursed, man. America's cursed, all right? And you Jakes that want to follow after this place, the Lord is clamping, okay, the curses even much harder on y'all, okay? Because the Lord already been condemned America, but you want to follow after America, being under the curses already. The Lord's just tighten up them curses even more, okay? And families of color should be shoulder a disproportionate share of loss. Right, this is the curse, man. Okay, this is a curse. Hosea chapter 4 verse 6, my people destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. Yep, this is an example of the Lord rejecting our people, the ones that didn't want to repent. That thou should be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children. And this is it. This is why the Lord said you're going to bereave your children. Okay? And it's only going to get worse, man. This is a national, this is a state emergency. All right? But eventually it's going to be multiple states, which is going to cause a national emergency. Infant deaths. And you should already know. Hey, put 2 to 2 together. What is causing this? The serpent juice, that experimental serpent juice, okay? Which we told our people not to take, all right? But yet we were called conspiracy theorists. We were being called not looking out for our people. We were looking out for our people. That's that great millstone, okay? Starting with our apostle elders. We said it from the jump. Do not take that fucking thing. Y'all didn't want to listen. And then you pseudo-Hebrew Israelites. Motherfuckers. ISUPK. Okay? Main ones. Telling their congregation. Openly go ahead and take that thing. Alright? And then IUIC. In the beginning you said to go take it. Then you reneged because people were being affected by it. Okay? Your congregation was being affected by it. So you pseudo-Hebrew Israelites, you got to pay for that. All right? And the Lord is coming after your children. You best fucking believe it. Okay? We here, man. All right? You think it's a game that we out there, all right, on the highways and byways telling our people repent? We know the severity of this. We know how the Lord gets down. Okay? The scriptures say, all right, what was written aforetime was written for our learning. The Lord has constantly killed, okay, our people when they went off. Men, women, and children. Wait, hold on. Let's go to Ezekiel. Okay. Ezekiel chapter 9 verse 4. Okay. And the Lord said unto him. All right. He's speaking to the angels. All right. Because these are the angels that are being commanded under the Lord. All right. Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst of them, right? And this is what we've been doing, all right, on the highways and byways, talking about all the abominations, all the wickedness that's going on, all right, the adultery, okay. That's another reason why the Lord is. A lot of these children are being born out of wedlock. A lot of these children are being born from an adulterous, okay, Jake men and Jake women, okay? A lot of adultery. So the Lord's just wiping these children out, all right? Because it wasn't in righteousness, okay? And set a mark. So again, also the word mark is the wow, which means exemption from judgment, okay? But here, so let's continue on. And set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. 5. And to the others he said in my hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. This is the Lord showing no pity. Okay? 6. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children. Okay? Hey, this is judgment, man. Okay? You can't get around it. And women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, okay, meaning tawa, meaning exemption from judgment, and began at my century. Then they began at the ancient men who were before the house. Right, the elders got judged. All right, the leaders. Okay, that's how we know, man. I see it personally. A lot of these pseudo Hebrew Israelite leaders are about to be put down. All right, because they were telling lies. They were deceiving their congregation. Okay, you're going to see it, man. A lot of these pseudo Hebrew Israelites from these various camps, you know, you're going to see their leaders be taken out by the Lord. And he's going to, okay? And again, okay, where's that article at? Yeah, remember, military troops are coming in, Army National Guard, they're coming in, sigged up, weapons ready, okay? Aim, fire, okay? M4, I mean, you Jakes have been playing with this word, man. You have no idea what's coming, man, all right? I see blood in the streets in Babylon. I see it. It's going to get very nasty in America, man. Anyway, so you know what? I read that already. Last one. Hold up. Let's go to this one. Last one. Jeremiah 17:5. Thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusted in man and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departeth from the Lord. Right. So curse be upon, okay, you and your children that didn't want to hearken unto the Lord. Okay, you didn't want to take heed to his words. Okay, we're just messengers. We come out and bring out the scriptures. Okay, vengeance belongeth to the Lord, and that's why we just wait and watch, and we see how the Lord gets down. Okay, the Lord is getting down. Okay, he's getting down. This is why you got to fear him, and this is why you got to understand where the time we're living in, man. We are the final generation. So, Lord willing, let's us edifying. I want to give all praise and all glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers.